sports this morning on Channels Television. We're broadcasting live from our sports center in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Austin Okonakpan. What are you talking about this morning? In Nigeria, Coach Stephen Keshi's 30-man provisional World Cup list is still trending. It's not just the fans and football administrators that are talking. Dropped players are also being heard. Dynamo Kiev striker Brown Ideye says he is devastated after being ignored in the list. For officials, they want Coach Stephen Keshi to produce a justifiable final 23-man squad. We'll get back to football, but let's catch up with what's going on at the Madrid Tennis Open. Andy Murray still powers on after displaying good mental strength to see off Nicolas Almagro. But that's not the story for Joe-Wilfried Tsonga, as he was knocked out 6-4, 6-3 by Santiago Giraldo. Remember, it's a clear-cut tournament, so Rafael Nadal is still in. Let's get back to football now in the English Premier League. It's a passionate fans' appeal to Manchester City players to guide their lead and bring the trophy home. As it is, City already have one hand on the trophy after that outstanding 4-0 bashing of Aston Villa. The final league game is against West Ham at the Etihad Stadium. They cannot afford to lose that one because should Liverpool beat Newcastle, Brendan Rodgers' men will be crowned champions. Pellegrini still need just 1 point to clinch it. The title is indeed almost home. Today makes it 35 more days to the start of the FIFA World Cup in Brazil. Africa will be represented by, of course, current champions, the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Cameroon is involved, Ivory Coast, Algeria, and Tunisia. The Super Eagles under coach Clemens Westerhoff in 1994 made a debut appearance at the World Cup in the United States of America. That class shocked the world with the brand of football they played. Sports fans, let's rewind time to June 30th, 1994. And we're going to the Foxborough Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts, the United States of America. On that day, football gave the world reasons to respect Nigeria. It's posted this morning on Channels Television. Walk with us on this journey.
They have to play better than this, though. The Greeks have given a very good account of themselves. Amokachi, in by Elise, a lovely ball then to George. Now, George to put it on, Amokachi! Oh, well, he was riding his luck in the goal. Now, Matlas. Niall, please, trying to thread it through to Hatsides, but unlucky then, Niall, please. He's got a good football brain. Amoniki has got terrific pace. To Amoniki now. Here's George. Oh! That's a terrific goal by Panini George. A really clever piece of thinking. Deep into injury time. And Nigeria have taken the lead. Another example of their ability to burst from defence into attack. And they punish the Greek defenders. Amoniki is a great burst of acceleration from him. And the coolest piece of finishing you could think of from Panini George. Played by the Greeks. They forced Yukuni, but he's got it back again. Still Hatsides. Little chip through by him. And a chance. Oh, great save, Rufai from Salukidis. Oh, that's 3 now. We might have had. At last they found a way through. And Rufai is trying to thread it. It's the side of the final whistle. Amokachi coming through. Well, that's finished it now, and that will go down as one of the best of the competition. Splendid strike by Amokachi, his second goal in the World Cup finals to complete the Nigerian victory. That makes certain of their place in the next phase, and it was a cracking goal. His power and strength has been such a feature of the Nigerian play. Just look at his determination here. And a shot that left the goalkeeper totally floundering. Nigeria 2, Greece 0. The second goal from Amokachi. Daniel Amokachi from Club Brugge in Belgium.
Just in case you've been wondering why it's called the Bull, now you know. Daniel Amokachi was a bully when he was playing football at the class of 1994. Forever, they will remain a model for Nigerian football. That team can turn defense into attack. So the goal scored by Finidi George. What about that dance? Is that Calabari style? Finidi George. Oh my goodness. 1994. We'll keep talking about it as we get ready for the 2014 FIFA World Cup in Brazil. Tell Salam Izeta, it's good to have you on the show.
Yeah.
I saw Finidi George and that celebration. And I'm like, that team could play football.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. When you just watch the games back, you just wonder like what has happened to Nigerian football in this past few years, because the difference is so clear between the present crop that we have right now and what we had in 1994.
Huge difference, but this current class of Super Eagles led by Coach Stephen Keshi, they are ready to go beyond borders, break barriers, and prove to the world that they are current African champions and they can play football when the 2014 FIFA World Cup kicks off in Brazil. So that's how we start sports this morning on Channels Television, and wherever you are in the world watching us, we invite you to be part of the show. We love talking sports, and it gets interesting when we do it with you. On Twitter, we're Channels_sports. On Facebook, we're Channels-sports. What are you talking about this morning? Nigerian fans have opened it up with that beautiful game Nigeria played against Greece, 1994. June 30th to be precise. Nigeria defeated Greece by 2-0 to go to the next round of the championship. I'll leave that drama. We'll talk about that one now. But then the Super Eagles of Nigeria in that tight Group D 1994 topped the group. Yesterday, let's set the record straight. I said it was Greece. It wasn't Greece. It was Bulgaria that finished second, and then Argentina finished third. But who was the king? It was the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
But what you refuse to say is that Argentina, Bulgaria actually went on to do better than Nigeria in that particular tournament. Yeah, that's the shame. That was a disappointment for me, really, because in a group where Nigeria topped and lost out in the second round, only to see Bulgaria go further than Nigeria. It wasn't really, I didn't take to that very nicely at all.
A king is a king. We ruled. I love it. It has stayed and nothing can erase it. Okay, Tao, let's come back. We told you that it's not just football fans and administrators in Nigeria that are talking about Coach Stephen Keshi's 30-man provisional list. Brownie Day, remember Brownie Day in 2010? It was the surprise call-up after John Mikel Obi was injured and had to leave the camp. Brownie there got into the team, and since then he's been playing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He's been ignored now by Coach Stephen Keshi.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? But Tyler, let me listen to you first.
What am I supposed to say? He's gutted, he's disappointed, like every player would. Come on, the World Cup is the pinnacle of football in the world, and if you miss out on it, it's very painful, and you have to understand, especially when you've been part of the setup in recent times, only for him to now miss out now. You can understand it, but then you can understand the reasons for Keshi for dropping him as well. So he hasn't been playing too well for his club in Dynamo Kiev.
And I'll tell you why Coach Stephen Keshi dropped him. Brownie Day has scored just 3 goals in 17 games in the Ukrainian top league. He has scored 5 goals for the Super Eagles in 23 games and featured at last year's Africa Cup of Nations in South Africa, which of course Nigeria won. So
his most recent performance for Nigeria, that was in that friendly against Burkina Faso. Lovely finish there, lovely dink over the goalkeeper. But then, like you said, he hasn't been consistent enough for his club side. But then you can argue that there are several players on that list that have not been consistent enough for their clubs as well. So why Brownie Day? But then Keshi has his reasons, like I always say. Brownie Day last year was the second top scorer in the Ukrainian league, in the whole of the Ukrainian league. And this time around, 3 goals, you wonder what has happened to him in the space of a year.